Hello everyone, in this video we were going to focus on working on the question number 7 and 8 together because they are very similar except that one of the variables are different. So basically 7 and 8 we consider them as using the regression equation to do the forecasting. So after you work on question number 2, you're able to look at the relationship between x1, x2, x3, x4, and x5 with your y. Basically, you're building an equation to allow you to understand if I know the value for x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, how do I know the value for y, right? So we have that relationship established in my question number 2. So therefore, when we move on to question number 7 and 8 here, we're actually leveraging that equation to help us to predicting the house price. Okay, so first of all, as you're reading the question, you need to pay attention on what kind of information you can get from this question, right? So first of all, what is the estimate price for a house with 2,000 square feet of heated floor with 3-bedroom, 10 years old, and located at Dallas? So basically, after reading this question, you know that so the 2,000 square feet is give you the value for x1, right? x1 is measure the square feet of heated floor, so 2,000, and the 3-bedroom here is give you the value for x2, x3 equal to 3, and the 10 years old is the value for x3, and location at the Dallas. So this one is a little bit challenge. So this house is at the Dallas. How do you know the value for x4 and x5? So since the house is in Dallas, right? So the value for x4 has to equal to 0 because x4 only equal to 1 when it's in Erie. However, for x5, since the house is at Dallas, so the value for x5 has to equal to 1, right? So basically, after you reading this question number 7, you're able to get the value for x1, x2, x3, x4, and x5. And similarly for question number 8. Okay, now let's work on that together. So in order to address in question number 7, you have to watch the video that is related to question number 2 because we are using this equation we got in question number 2. So let me just copy this equation back here because this is information we're going to use. Okay, so for question number 7, after I read the question, I'm able to get information for my value for square feet, right? So let me go back. I'm just copy this one. Actually, it's easier. So they are the same one. So after reading my question, I'm able to identify the value for x1 is equal to 2,000. Okay, 2,000 square feet. And the value for x2 is 3-bedroom, right? Let me go back. Yeah, 3-bedroom and then 10 years old. x3 equal to 10. And the x4, like I said, it's not in Erie, it's in Dallas. So x4 equal to 0. But my x5 equal to 1 because it's in Dallas. So what I will do is I'm just plugging this equation, right? Because I already have the value for price. So this is why we try to predict. So this will be this value times 2,000, and then that value times 3, and then next value times 10, and next value times 0, and then next value times 1. Okay, so we just use the calculator to calculate this side. I will be able to get a value for y. Like I said, we are using the Excel. Okay, so I like to use Excel to do the calculation. Let me just record all my values. So my x1 equal to 2,000 square feet, x2, 3-bedroom, x3, 10 years old, x4, this is in Dallas, so x4 equal to 0, and x5, since it's in Dallas, so it has to equal to 1, right? So 2,000, 3, 10, 0, and 1. Like I said, this value is coming from after reading this case, 2,000, 3, 10, and in Dallas will be 1. Now, like I said, we want to use Excel to help us to do the calculation. So y, my estimate y will equal to, remember that equation, right? Y-intercept plus b1, b1 times x1 plus b2 times x2 plus b3 times x3 plus B4 times X4 plus B5 times X5. Here they go. So if the house is 2,000 square feet with 3 bedroom, 2,000 square feet of square heated floor, 3 bedroom, 10 years old, located at Dallas, the house is $108,426. Okay, so that is my answer. So I'm just copy that value and come back here, equal to. So that is the housing price I predicted, right? So it's easier to read. I put a comment here. Okay, so this is question number 7. Similarly for question number 8. Okay, for question number 8, what is the value for x1, x2, and x3, right? And x4 and x5. So if we read the question, what is the estimated price for a house 2,000 square feet with 3 bedroom, 10 years old, and located at Pullman? So 7 and 8 are very similar, except the location are different. So that means my x1, x2, x3 value will be exactly the same as my question number 7. However, the dummy variable value will be different. Okay, so the house is located at Pullman. That means x4 has to equal to 0 because it's not Erie, right? And then also x5 has to equal to 0 since it's not in Dallas. So basically, to calculate the question number 5, this equation, when we are trying to calculate, will be a little bit different. So all those values are the same since x1, x2, x3 are the same, but here will be different. So the x4 is 0, but also x5 is also 0 since it's in Pullman, not Dallas, right? So the good thing for Excel, the way we calculate here, because I explicitly put my value down. So now I just need to update the value for x5 to 0. Now I'm able to get in my value for the house that is located at Pullman. So I'm just copy this value and coming back here and then change it to this. So as you see that, as we know, Pullman house is much cheaper than the house in Dallas. So now surprisingly, given all the conditions are the same except the location are different, so that the house is, if they sold at Pullman, it will be almost $13,000 cheaper than the similar house in Dallas, right? So this is the answer for question number 8. Okay,